Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Shamakar, for those who don't know me, and we're embarking on a three-part series on clearing karmic ties or clearing past relationships. So I've taught this series a few times, and it's a very, very deep series in the sense of the experience you will receive, but also in the knowledge and the insights you receive. Sometimes I teach today's workshop, Past Lovers, for 3 to 4 hours, but we don't have much time today, which means that there's a lot more you can learn about each topic. But today we're having just kind of like the experience, the Kriya, the meditation, a little bit of an intro of what does it mean to have karmic ties with past lovers and what you can do about it. But to go much more in depth, there's definitely another part of this that I also offer. So I first would like to ask some of you or all of you to write down in the chat one reason why you felt inspired to join today. To rectify past trauma through past life relationships. I'm interested in cutting emotional ties to various people that are holding me back. Okay, wonderful. I feel stacked energy in my stomach because I feel held back from past relationships. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. So if at any time I'm speaking too fast or if I'm laying down several concepts which are too much to absorb, just simply raise your hand, write a question in the chat, and I will slow down because I've taught this so many times. Sometimes I speak too fast or link up concepts together that maybe for someone who's never heard this before, it's kind of new, right? So I'm happy to slow down according to your pace, but I'm just going to need you to give me some signal. One more comment here, Ola, to free my soul from previous experiences. Fantastic. Okay, so the idea of this three-part series is today we're going to focus primarily on relationships with past lovers. So people who you have had a romantic relationship with. And this person is no longer in your life. Maybe there's a separation, a divorce, a loss of a loved one. They're no longer here in their body on earth. Their soul has moved on, but there was a romantic relationship there. There was a connection. Okay. Next class, we'll be looking at karmic ties to mother and father. Mother and father leave an impact, of course, on the soul, which can still be in your DNA until now and affect the way you create relationships now. And in the last series, we look at ancestral karma, which can stretch back 7 generations back. Okay. All right, so let's tune in. We'll tune in with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher within me. So please rub the palms together. And bring the hands in the center of the heart, thumb at the sternum, press the hands together, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Namo. Om Namo Guruvate Namo. Om Namo Guruvate Namo. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. And exhale, relax. Wonderful. Bring your hands down. Open the eyes. And let's begin our journey together. Okay, so some of the key points which are important to cover today is, first of all, whenever we have ties to the past, to any relationship, we tend to have a inner programming, a way that we approach challenges in our life. So, for example, one programming could be feeling it's really unfair that this happened to me. I didn't deserve this. This always happens to me. This was totally out of my control. This always happens to me, right? So this kind of mentality, this kind of language is called victim mentality. So be aware. Is this your pattern? Very important. Another type of pattern is to be very angry, right? And it could be angry at the other, right? How could he? He should have never. How dare he? How dare she? Right? So notice if you have that pattern also, the aggressor. And then there's another pattern of, it was all my fault. I'm the one to blame. I should have been more calm. I should have been more patient. I should have been more sensitive. If only I could have, right? So like self-flagellation, right? So become aware of which pattern, which category you are in. There may be others, and none of these are helpful, right? What is helpful is to recognize that everything that happens happens through the will of the Creator. And that includes all the difficult relationships that you have had, you know? Before your soul even enters the body, there is an unwritten contract between your soul and every single soul that you will meet here on earth. And it's already written, whether you wear a dress or you wear a pair of shorts or you have red hair or blonde hair or you speak this language or that language, it doesn't matter. Because the relationships, excuse me, the relationships that you create in this lifetime, you learn certain lessons from. And sometimes the most profound lessons come from the most painful relationships. And actually, that's the reason why I've been teaching this series, because I've had a really painful separation many years back, and I learned so much from it that I started to teach this topic, right? And so there's always light in the darkness, right? There's always a gift in every challenge. And so the dharmic way of dealing with past relationships, wounds, and pains is to embrace. It's to accept that even though I don't know why this happened to me, it didn't happen to me, even though I don't know why my soul chose to have this relationship, I know that it was for my highest best good to have it at that time, and also that it ended is for my highest best good. right? So that in itself frees you from the karmic dialogue of how could he, how did I should have, this always happens to me, right? This like small talk rather than embracing the all. Okay, so there are many, many, many different types of karmic ties, right? And you really need to reflect on which tie is holding you back the most. There is mental tie, right? Like thinking of the other person and sharing similar thoughts. For example, maybe you both connected on certain topics of discussion or certain plans, right? Like we're going to build this house together, or we're going to travel to this country together, or we're going to have these children, or certain agreements, or you talked about politics or the environment or animals or something intellectual and mental. So that's important to recognize. Is it a mental tie? Another tie is an emotional tie, right? Was it someone you were able to just be vulnerable with and really express your true authentic self and feel very safe and heard? Or they did that for you, so you felt very contained and held in their presence, and you expressed affection and love to one another, and so the emotional tie gets stronger and stronger, right? Then there's an energetic tie. Now, the energetic tie mainly for women remains in the aura, right? So the aura is a body of energy that's between 3 meters to 9 meters wide. And for women, especially when there is sexual intercourse with a man, the imprint of a man remains in her aura for anywhere between 3 to 7 years, sometimes even for her whole lifetime, right? And so what that means is that, if you ever get a stamp and you put a stamp on the paper, right? And the paper always has that imprint. So that's actually the energy of the man remains imprinted in your psyche. And for a man, the man doesn't get imprinted the same way. He doesn't have the second arc line. The woman has a second arc line from breast to breast. The man doesn't have that. So that's why he's not imprinted in the same way. So the idea is that the second arc line for women protects her heart center, right? And gives her a lot of powers of intuition, powers of prayer, powers of sensitivity. And she is given this arc line to help her become more aware and sensitive for the well-being of her children, because she has children. So she needs to have these extra gifts to know where they are and what's going on, and have like that sixth sense. So what happens during sexual intercourse is that this arc line becomes impacted, right? And so the arc line is also a protection to her heart center. And when the arc line is impacted and her aura is imprinted, then what happens to a woman is that she begins to think like her partner, maybe act like her partner. Like a lot of his being is literally imprinted on her. And so that's why women who sleep with multiple partners tend to lose themselves a little bit. They kind of forget, who am I, who was I, what do I do, what do I like, and the voice of their partner or their life or their partner's goals or their partner's wishes is playing around in their head like an automatic tape, right? And that's simply because of the imprint in the aura and the arc line. And there are ways that we can eradicate those, and through really deep, concentrated meditation, right? There is a way, absolutely, but it requires dedication and practice. Now, for men, the imprint, there's no imprint, but there is a residue of the woman that remains with them for 28 days. So from moon to moon, from the full moon, from the new moon to full moon, 28 days. And then a man can move forward more readily. There may be, of course, an emotional, an emotional tie to their partner, but it's not the same as the energetic, the one that remains in their field. Now, it's important to recognize that this whole idea about the arc line and the aura, and why is a woman imprinted and not a man, and why is that fair, and who came up with that, and all of these things. Are you just saying that to scare us? Women are equal to men and all that, blah, blah, blah. So let's look at why. Why is it like that? So it's very, very simple. A woman is able to, her gift is that she can contain within herself. So if you think of a woman's body, she has a womb, right? And she has the ability to contain and to hold a child in her womb. Okay. And so in life, the feminine energy is the energy of holding and containing and carrying. And through the 9 months, something can transform into creation. So she holds, contains, carries, and eventually transforms. So during sexual intercourse, when a man ejaculates in a woman, and whether you're using a condom or not, it doesn't make a difference, because there's an energetic essence that stays in the woman. She expands and contains that within herself, right? And so when the man is no longer in relationship with her, his essence, his vibration, she continues to carry it, to hold it in her being. It doesn't just leave, right? And so the gift of that is, if you are in a committed relationship, you can carry this man's projection out into the world. So there's this saying that says, behind every successful man, there's a strong woman, or something like that. And the reason for that is, I've actually experienced it myself with my partner, where he would tell me a lot of stories of what he wishes to do and his dreams and his goals. And when I meditate, or when we sit together and we talk, I'm kind of carrying his intentions in my psyche. And I think that helped him carry them out, So because women have this strong projection of ability of projection and praying out into the world. So when you carry his essence, you have that ability to carry him out into the world. So there's a gift, but the gift exists when there is a committed relationship. When the relationship breaks down, person is no longer there, then it feels a little bit like a woman who becomes impregnated, but then she's a single mom, like you're holding the essence of this partner, hopes, dreams, wishes within you, but partner is no longer there. So what are you going to do with it? Right? So it takes a lot of reconciliation with all of these parts within you, sorting, shifting, changing, moving, to come back to your own truth, who you are, where you want to be, what is the destiny of your soul, and to kind of move through his essence. Yeah. And healing really happens when you embrace his essence rather than push it back. I don't want this. Why is this here? Why is he coming? Why is she in my memories? I don't want her there, Actually, healing comes when you embrace it. And the simplest formula for embracing it is that when you remember, a smell reminds you of something. Have you ever had that experience? You smell something and you remember your ex-partner, or you see something and you remember that you were walking down that beach or that garden. If you smell, if you see, if you remember, if you hear their voice, anything comes up with a partner, the simplest formula is to say, bless you. I thank you for showing up. Like energy's showing up. The energy's showing up. I thank you for showing up. Bless you for the time we've had. That's it. Right? Rather than use Oh, why is this coming? I don't want it here, because this gives it more energy. It's actually a waste of your prana. Mhm. So if anyone is dealing with deep pain and grief after a separation, there are practices that you can do to help you with dealing with grief. Grief is a process. It doesn't, it's not something you can shift overnight. But we're not going to be going in grief today. Today, we're going more into that karmic energetic tie-in and untying it, right? But if you are experiencing grief, pain of a broken heart can sometimes feel like you're losing an arm or a leg. It's so, so painful. And you want to go more deeply into that, you can reach out to me and I can happy to guide you. Okay. Okay. So, are there any questions before we jump into our Kriya today in meditation? No. Okay, wonderful. That gives us time for our Kriya and for meditation. Someone said, what is prana? Prana is life force, your life force, energetic life force. Okay. So make sure you're sitting in a comfortable seat. And we're going to begin by moving the body a little bit before we begin the Kriya. So I invite you to simply bring your arms up in 60 degrees, bring the thumbs up, curl the forefingers in, and begin a breath of fire. Powerful inhale and exhale through your nose. Very good. Mentally vibrating the mantra Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Keeping the arms up at 60 degrees, not lower. Elbows as straight as you can, opening up the heart, chin same level as the shoulders. We're expanding the aura here, electromagnetic field. Keeping the arms as straight as you can, you're doing great. Remembering that you can always visualize the exercise if you're feeling unable to continue, although your breath will give you the ability to keep up. Strong breath, unlimited potential beyond the body, beyond the mind. Your breath carries you through. Stay with that breath. Mentally vibrating the mantra Satnam, 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 Satnam. I am the truth. Wonderful. Inhale deeply. Bring your thumbs over the head to touch. Stretch the arms up, all the 5 fingers open. Keep the thumbs touching. Apply mulband, rectum, sex organs, and navel. And exhale and sweep the arms all the way down on your knees. Close the eyes, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Very good. And feel the vibrations in your heart right now. And notice which energetic ties you want to work with today, with a past lover. Notice if there is a name that comes up to you, a face, a scent, a story that you want to work on today, that you want to release and be free from, so that your soul may grow and expand to its true potential, never again being held back by the past. Stay with your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Now please come onto your hands and knees and begin a cat-cow. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arch the spine forward, gazing towards the sky. Exhale, rounding your spine. Chin towards the chest. Wonderful. And begin. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Your body stores memories. The cells of the body store memories. We have tissues in the body, nervous tissues, connective tissues, muscle tissues. The tissues remember and they hold these memories inside. It's called soma. So we want to free the body from the memories of the past. That's why you need to breathe very deeply into each movement. Recognize that your breath is providing a healing, rejuvenation, mending of wounds through your conscious awareness of the breath. Last 30 seconds. Excellent. And inhale, looking forward. Hold the breath, hold the posture, head going all the way up. Exhale, round your spine all the way down, chin towards the chest. Excellent. Inhale, neutral spine. And exhale, come back to sit on your knees in rock pose and just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, as you breathe, moving up into the heart center. Heart is where the soul resides. Whenever your mind is jumping around like a monkey, going into the past or into the future, the tool to bring yourself in the present moment is to simply concentrate on your heart center. With every inhale and exhale, you experience the expansion of the heart center and the contraction, until one day you can recognize that your home is your heart, and you can take yourself home at any moment, in any second, through the breath. Inhale, expansion of the heart, feel it expand. Exhale, contract, falling back into the heart. Very good. Let's do one more warm up before we begin the Kriya. Let's do some frogs, everyone. So please come up to standing. Bring the back of the heels together to touch. Bring your toes on the earth and begin to inhale, stretch up as high as you can. Do 30. Inhale up. You're doing great. Let's have another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Inhale up, straighten your legs, drop your head to the earth. Breathe long and deep. And exhale and come to sit in a cross-legged position. We begin our Kriya right now. But before we begin, again, that exercise of coming back into the heart. Notice how the body is hot. Muscles are shaken up. How quickly can you lift your consciousness and bring it into your heart center? And experience the expansion of the heart like a butterfly expanding her wings, and the contraction going deeper and deeper into the space of the heart. Wonderful. Now let's begin our Kriya. Here, take your hands, elbows on the rib cage, and then hands out this. So you take the thumb and you press down on the last 2 fingers like this, and bring these fingers up like you're holding a pair of scissors, and keep resting elbows on the rib cage. You're going to start to move the fingers really, really fast, like you have scissors and you're cutting through. Cut, 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 cut. So this is a meditation and a Kriya at the same time. So the meditation is to become aware of your thoughts as they come and go. And the Kriya is to keep movement of the fingers, consciously experiencing the cutting motion, cutting of cords, cutting of energetic ties, cutting of mental ties, cutting of emotional ties, karmic ties, sexual ties, financial ties, family ties, whatever it is. Cut, 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 cut. Fully open and close the fingers like scissors. Do this very quickly. going to be here for a while. So please become aware of any thoughts of boredom, irritation, confusion, resentment, anything that arises from the ego mind, and make a commitment to yourself to cut the cords of the past. It requires repetition, conscious action. The ego will resist this exercise, absolutely. So the inner child and the hidden self, they will set. So make a firm commitment to cut the cords through conscious action. So some of you are moving your wrists in circle. This is incorrect. You only move the fingers. Now continue moving the fingers, cut, 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 cut. And now begin to pull out of your memory the most negative thought. So go back into your subconscious mind. Be worried. Maybe it's a word. Line is cutting. Okay. Yeah, this should be better now. Recall the scent of the lover, the image of the lover. Recall lovemaking with the lover. Was it a story of betrayal, shock, disappointment, doubt, confusion, broken promises, hopes, dreams? Whatever it was, bring it out of your subconscious. Pull it out. You are cutting away your bad luck, negative thoughts, your misfortune, everything that holds you back from blooming into your full self. The faster and fuller you cut, the better the result will be. Keep scissoring your hands, cutting away all the negativity that arises from your subconscious. Cut, 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 cut. You are the master of your life. Past shall not be in control of the future. Keep up, concentrate, concentrate. Now really pull up the most grotesque, painful memories. Keep the arms steady, only move the fingers. Now continue to move the fingers, but start doing a cannon breath. O-shaped mouth. Breathe through breath of fire through the mouth. Hmm. Continue moving the fingers and start to make this sound like this. Should sound like a pa sound when the lips move together out. Stimulation of the lips. Good, keep going. Good, now keep moving the fingers. And now imagine you are being very abusive to someone. So it may be that person. Become very abusive with your lips, with your mouth. Should there still be any anger in you, which you have the right to experience, use that anger out to channel it. Speak silently, become obnoxious, abusive in your thoughts, pull all the negative. There's no shame, there's no embarrassment for carrying any of these thoughts in you, but it's best to release them. Release them. Bring them up to the surface. Remember, this is a safe space where you have the right to be, to think, to express, to release all that you need to release. Last little bit, as you cut, call on all the thoughts and the feelings of shame. Call on every memory, thought, and feeling of your reactions to them. Just dig it out and let it fly out. The pain in your fingers may help you access some anger about it. That's the point of the exercise. We're tapping into the pain of the body. Use the anger to cut and eliminate all their memories of anything that you felt bad about, or anything that hurt you, or anything that made you feel small, not enough. Cut it all out. Cut all out that's not serving you, all that is not in your highest self. When the intensity diminishes, or in a few minutes, if it doesn't diminish, you're going to fill the space that you created with everything that you recognize as strong, good, and pure and true. The last 30 seconds. Wonderful. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the posture. Exhale, remaining in a seated posture. Clasp the hands behind your neck. Keep the elbows here. You're going to start to move the elbows up and down, left and right. Move your elbows in and out, up and down. Feel like the shaking of the elbows forward and back. Be forceful, angry, and wild, but keep your lower body solid. Keep going. All anger, all pain, everything in the past, speak it out. Everything that belongs to you. Last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Give it your all. Really shift. Really celebrate. Resolve yourself. And inhale. And bring your arms straight up over the head. Spread the fingers wide, spread the arms, stretch up as high as you can, spread the arms away from one another. Hold the breath. Exhale, inhale. Begin a cannon breath. Arms up over the head by the ears. Powerful cannon breath. Exhaling, releasing all that is no longer serving you. Continue. Keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up. 10 seconds. Come on, you can do this. Release, release, release. Okay, are you ready? Inhale. Stretch up and hold. You're going to hold the breath for a long time. Stretch up and hold, 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 hold. Feel like you're lengthening yourself. You're getting longer and longer and taller. Keep holding the breath. Keep the arms there. Exhale. Inhale. Cannon breath. Inhale. Hold the breath. Stretch up, stretch up, stretch up as much as you can. And exhale. Good job. You can drop your arms now on your lap. Don't collapse your spine in defeat, but remain tall, strong in your spine, like you're a warrior. You've just gone through war and you've succeeded. Nice tall spine. Close the eyes. And now feel your great value, your great worth, your truth. Feel the expansion of your electromagnetic field around you. Feel the energy in your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Sit in your delight and enjoy who you really are, trusting that your true value and worth will shine through you, will radiate through you. Trusting that you have the capacity to cut through the karmic ties of the past through your own conscious choosing. Creating that wide space within you to accept, to hold, to contain all that has happened. Because it is in your destiny, it is in your soul's contract to learn these lessons through those experiences. Now inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And very slowly come to lie down on your back for deep relaxation. But I'd like you, when you lie down on your back, bring your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top. So lie down on your back, extend your legs out, left hand on your heart, right hand on top, close the eyes and go into deep relaxation, listening to the sound current. And begin to inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And very slowly start to bring awareness back to the breath, the body. And then begin to bring gentle movements to the fingers, toes, ankles, and wrists. Start to bring small circles to the ankles and the wrists. Rotate, 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 rotate. And then stretch the arms up overhead. Come into a cat stretch each side. Bend both knees in towards your chest. Begin to rub the soles of the feet together, rub the palms of the hands together. Begin to rock and roll yourself up and down on your spine a few times, coming up to seated for our meditation. So today's meditation is really powerful. It's called Trishula Kriya, Thunderbolt of Shiva. And the reason I've chosen this meditation is because when you remember when the mind picture incident, if you can destruct this thought within 9 seconds, the thought will disintegrate and will not affect you at all. But if you keep thinking about it, the thought gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bubbles up into an emotion, right? So Tarushala Kriya teaches you how to use your breath and the mantra to shoot like lightning, as if you're shooting lightning into the thought until it disintegrates. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. Eyes are closed. Okay. So you're going to bring the elbows to the ribs, elbows on the ribs, forearms extended in front of you with the hands in front of your heart, right over the left, right over the left, and the elbows are not here, but 10 degrees up. Okay, so not parallel, but 10 degrees up, so a bit of an angle upwards. Yeah, okay. There's no bend in the wrists are straight, and you create this form of the hands. And the thumbs are sticking out to the side. You have the mudra? Fantastic. Good. Now you will close your eyes and you're going to mentally chant the mantra. I will play the sound current, but the mantra is Har, Har, Wa, He, Guru. Har, Har, Wa, He, Guru. Okay? But this is what you're going to do. Listen carefully. You're going to inhale deeply and pull your navel back. Pull the navel back. And mentally chant the mantra for as long as you possibly can with the breath held in. And visualize the hands surrounded by light. When you can no longer hold the breath in and the mantra, you're going to exhale through the nose. And as you exhale, this is important, you're going to visualize light shooting out of the hands to destroy anything that comes in your way. Are you ready? So I'll play the music and I will repeat the instructions. Ready? Okay, you're going to inhale deeply. Hold the navel back. Suspend the breath. Mentally chant the mantra as long as you can. Visualize your hands surrounded by light. Exhale through the nose. Visualize the light shooting out of your fingers. And begin. Inhale. The navel back. Suspend the breath. Mentally chant the mantra. Har, Har, Wahe Guru. Har, Wahe Guru. Keep the breath in. Surround. Visualize light around your hands. When you need to exhale, exhale through your nostrils. Visualize light shooting out of your fingers. You've completely exhaled. Pull the breath out and pull the move band and repeat the mantra again as long as you can. When you can no longer hold the breath out, inhale deeply and continue. You're doing great. Remember, you're inhaling, pulling the navel in, holding the breath, repeating the mantra as long as you can. And then you're exhaling, visualizing light shooting out of your hands, holding the breath out, and chanting the mantra as long as you can, full bound. Hold the breath in. Imagine that light shooting out of your fingers, destroying anything that comes in its way. And exhale the breath. And drop the hands in your lap. And just close your eyes and breathe long and deep. Just experience the light surrounding your body, beats in your heart, breath moving up and down your spine. Feel expansive, like you can contain the whole world in your being, and the whole world is containing you. And take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Sending out a blessing. Sending out sending out a blessing to all the energies that surround you at the moment, that have ever surrounded you. Energy of gratitude and acceptance and trust for all the relationships you have ever severed in this lifetime and past lifetimes, that they are here to serve you. And now please bring your hands to the center of your heart, rub the palms together. Press the left into the right, right into the left. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And inhale to close with a long time sunshine song. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sanam. 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 And inhale deeply. Just take a moment to give gratitude to this land, to this breath, to this moment, to past, present, and future, to the Creator, to the cosmos, to your soul, and to this lifetime. And then please take a moment to bow your head to your heart in reverence of the practice, the teachings, and yourself. Waheguru. Satanam. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I apologize for my internet. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So Waheguru. But I'm glad that it worked until now. And if anyone has any questions or comments, I'm here to listen. Otherwise, I will see you in our next session, which is on May. Session. Let's check out when is our next session. Saturday, May 20th. Waheguru. Any questions or comments, or would anyone like to share how they feel right now? Please go ahead. Questions, comments, sharing. Okay, so maybe just write in the chat one word to express how you feel right now. If you want to write more, you can do that, but I'm looking for one word. Waheguru, Ziva, my pleasure. Grateful. Waheguru. Thank you, Jana. I'm glad you were able to join us online. I thought you wouldn't be able to because of the time difference. I'm glad it worked out. Grateful, blessed, wonderful, wonderful, much lighter. Great. Beautiful. All right, everyone. So I will put here in this group the meditation that we practiced in case you would like to practice it on your own. And you will find the music on YouTube.
Terushila Kriya music. This is the meditation. You can also find the meditation as a video recorded that you can do it with a teacher. And I will also put the Kriya here for you in case you would like to do this Kriya on your own, which would be an interesting experience. But possible. Everything is possible. All right. So have a wonderful morning, rest of the day, weekend, and I will see you next time. Set it up. Right.